Hey guys, taking you on a quick tour on how you're going to log in and use the web fax. So I do have the link right here, which I'll pull up here in a second, but you can click this link to go in anytime. Feel free to favorite this website or, put it in your folders, whatever you want to do, but you can open up this link in any browser that you'd like. Once you get there, you're going to come to this home page where you're going to put in +1 and then your fax number and then the following PIN. The PIN is going to be on your training guide, but by default, it is 123654. So let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. So again, I would do +1 and then whatever my fax number is. You guys can ignore this. I'm putting in a fake one while I put that in, and then I'm going to put in the PIN. 123654, and I'm going to click login. And at that point, that will take you to your page. Of course, you can click remember me, but just remember it is +1 and then area code and phone number of your fax, and then followed by your PIN, which again is on your training guide. Once you log in, you're going to come to this home page here, and I do have actual laid out options, but I'm just going to show you since we're doing a video. First and foremost, your main faxes, anything that you've received will appear here. You may have an option where it's emailed to you as well, but some people only have it in the browser, just depending on HIPAA compliance and things like that. So here you guys have all of the faxes you've received. You can go ahead and click on any of these to download them in whatever format you'd like. You can also send a fax by coming here under Sent Fax Log or send a fax, and you are going to attach a file or files if you have multiple in this case. You can obviously do 5 documents or 50 pages from your computer to send as a fax. So if I was going to attach the file, I would then check the box. Let's pretend that I already did. I would check the box and I would type the number of where I want to send it. I'm just going to make up a fake number. This part right here is going to be cover letter stuff. You could fill it out if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And remember, you can always attach a file if you have like a built-in cover letter you always send. You could do that as well, and just send 2 different documents. But again, all I've done is I've gone to send fax log. I've attached the files. I've checked the box that I want to send this to a fax. I put the number in there. You do not have to fill this out if you don't want to. And then you just literally would hit send. I haven't actually attached anything, so I won't be able to hit send, but that will pop up where you're going to be able to send out from there. And again, I do have this laid out for you in the training guide that you guys can reference anytime. Um, Another thing I want to mention here is the sent fax log. Once you guys have sent out a fax, you can always come here and see if it was delivered or if it failed. So you guys can see we have a couple that we tested when we were testing stuff that it failed to deliver. So this will tell you any outbound faxes you've had, whether they were delivered or whether they failed, and it will, update. Obviously, depending on the fax size, it may take a couple minutes to deliver. Besides the new and received, you can obviously, under this section, you can check things and you can delete them. You can move to a save folder, whatever you'd like on that. After a while, they will clear out. Again, here it says, after 90 days, delete it automatically. So you may want to download and back up if you need anything. But one other thing on the fax is your settings. Know that you can change this anytime. So if you come under your settings here, if you needed to change your PIN, you could do so here. But otherwise, just obviously make sure you update everyone on the PIN change. Notification is really important. This is where you can say where the faxes are going to. So if you are someone who does have the fax, email someone with the attachment or just email someone when a fax comes in. You can put in email addresses. Obviously, we just have one, but you can have multiple. So just know you can separate each one with a semicolon and then send a test just so you know it's working. And then this is where you decide what kind of a delivery it has, whether it just emails them saying you have a new fax or whether it emails them saying, here's the fax with the attachment. That is something you can save and change. And then obviously down here, what kind of notifications do you want that person to get? And they can get anytime there was a delivery, every time there's a failure, or just only new faxes. So again, that's under settings, something you can literally change anytime that you'd like. And that covers faxing. Thanks so much for watching.